true chosen people of God are the children of Israel. You understand? The true chosen people of God are the Israelites according to the scriptures of God.
That's right.
The true chosen people of God. You understand? Every other religion follows our prophets, the Israelites. They follow Elijah. They follow Moses. They follow Jeremiah, Nehemiah. They even believe in Christ because they know the true prophets of God are in the Bible. Those are the true prophets of God. There ain't no other goddamn religion in the Bible, man. You understand? Even these stinking Arabs know it. These filthy, disgusting, stinking Arabs know that the true to the people of God are the Israelites, and there is nobody else.
That's right.
Everything else is a jailhouse religion. But the true to the people of God are the Israelites. It says it in the Bible, and guess what? It says it in the Quran.
That's right.
The true chosen people of God are the children of Israel. You understand? The true chosen people of God are the Israelites according to the scriptures of God.
That's right.
The true chosen people of God. You understand? Every other religion follows our prophets, the Israelites. They follow Elijah. They follow Moses. They follow Jeremiah, Nehemiah. They even believe in Christ because they know the true prophets of God are in the Bible. Those are the true prophets of God. There ain't no other goddamn religion in the Bible, man. You understand? Even these stinking Arabs know it. These filthy, disgusting, stinking Arabs know that the truth of the people of God are the Israelites, and there is nobody else.
That's right.
Everything else is a jailhouse religion. But the truth of the people of God are the Israelites. It says it in the Bible, and guess what? It says it in the Quran.
That's right.
The true chosen people of God.
Roll down the window so you all can see on the inside.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my access. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bellows.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
Salakia. Test 1 2 1 2. Hold up, let cap up in here. Hey, shalom, I'm the one. How about you, Barakatah? Can you hear me?
Shalom. Yeah, how about you, man? Shabbat Shalom. Hey, I'm talking to him.
You hear me good out of one?
Con, I can hear you good.
Come, most high in Christ. Most high in Christ. What's going on, sir?
Not much, everything to walk.
Most high in Christ. Let me just get some of the stuff out the way before we get started.
All right, no sweat.
Shalom. Shalom to everybody. Yahweh Shem Al-Shah Baraka Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Al-Thun Bashem Al-Shah to all the sisters, man. Back again. Chain Breakers Podcast. This is episode number 31. Episode number 31 of the Chain Breakers Podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Ooh-wee, 31. And we're going to keep rocking out. The water to everybody that's tuning in today, that's been tuning in. We appreciate all y'all. We'll get a roll call later on when more brothers and sisters get up in here. You know what I'm saying? Also, let me first say shout out to my co-constituents. I got my other brothers coming in. She should be in shortly. But first and foremost, shout out to my Ottawa captain of 10,000, Yagarwap. You know what I'm saying? In the building. Rocking out from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. How's the weather out there, Ottawa?
Hey, it's good. It's good. It's all warming up a little bit.
Most high in Christ.
It's all warming up a little bit. Yeah, it's funny because we got our weather is kind of like similar sometimes, you know.
Okay, come.
Only thing that's different between our weather and maybe where you are is like something like we have tornadoes.
Oh, hell no. Good night.
Yeah, it's tornado season, you know.
No.
Tornado season. That's crazy as hell, you know.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah, you know, so when the weather gets a little warm, you can't really celebrate like, hey, it's still warm. It's like, that's danger. That's like, damn, tornadoes coming. That's scary. I learned to deal with it.
Good night. All time in Christ. As long as y'all staying safe out there, you know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing for sure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
God.
saying? Come on. It's a lot. Got my brother. I think I'm gonna add him. I don't know if he had to turn his camera off, but he Kowal, I don't know if you hear me out, but you're on, but your camera's off. But whenever you're ready, you in here. You know what I'm saying? Also, Yarmark should be joining us shortly as well. Okay, but yeah, that's what it is, Ottawa. The weather out here is real funny.
Yeah.
Do you think? Well, no sweat. Weather out here is real funny. I mean, 1 minute it'd be like it feel like below freezing, then it'd be like 90 degrees, and then now it's like raining out. It doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. But yeah, so of course, I had to start the show off a little bit different today. Or I want to start off a little bit different today because last week, I know you had to deal with some things. You and Officer Kowal, so y'all came in a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to give you a chance. I don't think you had an opportunity to, to just talk about how that Passover was for you. I mean, you did talk about how you had some issues getting there, but I'm still reeling back from the Passover. It was such a tawab, and I don't want to say event, but this is our biggest, feast. This is our biggest high holy day.
Yeah, no matter Salakia, but no matter what, no matter what, it's like it's so glorious to be there.
That's right.
No matter what happens, like coming there or we're getting ready for it, like so many things happen, but it's like just being there, and it's like it's a commandment unto the Most High. We should have that much more reverence, for the Most High, man.
Damn right.
It shouldn't be people standing out saying, "Well, I would come, but dang, I've been working so hard, and I need to rest. I can't make it." You know what I'm saying? And like I went over in my class. I was saying some old people, the aged people, they can't move around like that.
That's right.
They cannot move around like that. It's like somewhere it's impossible for them to get there. And the Lord sees that, and the Lord understands that.
That's right.
But it's like if you just standing and you just saying, "Oh, well, I don't really feel like being. I don't like being around crowds."
Right.
I don't. Come on, man. Don't be so funky, man, and disrespectful to the Most High, man.
That's right.
Just to get there. I didn't even. Hey, Thab, I'm gonna tell you, it's so many people that I didn't see. I'm seeing pictures. I gotta stay tuned to pictures on Facebook.
That's right.
Because there's so many people I didn't see. It was that many people there.
That's right.
So many people that you didn't see, man. I say, "Oh, look at that, man! I didn't see that brother. I didn't see that sister."
That's right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But just being there, man, it's just so glorious, man. Just being there, and like really reverencing the Most High, man. We got to learn to respect the Most High and understand He did something for us.
That's right.
And these type of things, these type of acts is going to bring Christ back.
That's right.
Christ to deliver us, man. These type of things, man, when we really reverence the Most High, really give respect to the Most High and say, "Hey, man, I'm getting to that high holy day. Hey, where's the I.S.U.P.K school in my zone? I got to get to holy day. I got to get to the class." When we start really doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's like, man, it was lovely being there, man. Being there and going through the things we went through. You know what I'm saying? We went like this year, Kazakh, she did all the sewing for me. Sometimes my sister, Kamala, she does like done some sewing and Kazakh do the sewing, but this year, Kazakh she did the sewing and everything, and she I mean, we fought through it. I mean, we were a team. We fought through it, and then
that's it.
The day we leaving, she came on the flower.
Oh man!
The day we was leaving, she came on the flower. And it was like, because she said it comes around at that time. So she was like feeling, she was like, it's going to come. She said, but I'm just going to. So I said, all right, let's just keep working, you know. And she was going to still rap with me, still drive with me, you know what I'm saying? But
that's right.
It was like, it hurt me when she just came and said, oh, it's that time, you know. And I was like, damn, you know. So she came with me and stayed in the room, you know, and everything. And like something funny, because when she came to the lobby of the hotel, so sisters, and they saw her and they wanted to come up and give her a hug. She said, oh, I can't get I'm unclean, you know. I gotta go to the room, you know. So it's like that, you know, but it was just that special for her to be there.
That's
you know? And she was taking it like the way we should take it. Even though I'm unclean and I gotta stay in a room, I can be there.
That's right.
I can be there and we can be there with our people, and we gotta really reverence the Most High like that. Really respect the Most High and his order. You know, like that, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing that we had that Passover, you know, and all the things, and people don't know the things we went up against.
That's right.
People do not know the things we went up against, man.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my second in command in the garment department, and merchandise department, Rakar Ariyah of Boston.
Yeah, that's right.
Boston, because the brother was just like, man, he was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And he was dealing with the devils that kept trying to, hey, you can't move that there. You can't move that there. Hey, you can't put that there. You know, and he just went all over, you know, he just went all around it. And I said, look, damn, McCall, way over there. Damn, man, you over there, you know what I said? And then I was getting a sister a table one time, and she said, oh, you know, they was thanking me. I said, hey, you got to thank my second, man, because he's doing the job, you know? Damn right. And then I was moving the space for a table, and I was like, damn. The whole crowd like parted, and here we're a car coming through with a table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
People, you know? So the brothers did really. I mean, brothers stood tall. You know, brothers stood tall, and
yeah, right. Shout out to that brother, man.
Work that we do at I.S.U.P.K. You know, it's a beautiful thing. The work we do in I.S.U.P.K. man. It's like we work to celebrate. Just, I mean, what the Most High done for us, man. You know, man. It was like that was like this, man. This Passover. I mean, it was glorious. It was glorious, and like I said, people don't know the things that were behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? People don't know the hate that was against us. They always calling us now the Southern Poverty Law Center say we're a hate group. Now the hate that came against us was off the chain.
That's right.
The hate that came against us was like crazy, you know. So and trying to stop us from celebrating what the Lord had us for us. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but they didn't stop because the Lord's and you out there, people out there looking and watching us, and you just, I pray if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you just feeling everything and you want to come in. And even if you don't come in, just change your ways. Change your ways and start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we can get out of here. We can get out. You know, just change your ways. And brothers, and I always tell brothers, hey, you don't have to come in and do classes and do shows and stuff. We're not going to ask you to rap or anything. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. You know, you can just come to class. You know what I'm saying? Support the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High's watching. You know, and the Most High, the angel's going to give you a good report.
That's right.
You know, if you're doing something. You know, you're just not sitting there waiting for the Christ to come back. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But, man, but the Passover was glorious, man. You know, it's like, man, it's like something that it only come once a year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I pray just like every Passover did, maybe the next Passover can be in the kingdom.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It could be in the kingdom, or maybe we might be in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? We might be in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? And getting ourselves straight and, you know, training and everything, you know what I'm saying? You know, who knows? You know, maybe, hey, you know what I'm saying? But what we want in the I.S.U.P.K, we want, hey, our king to come back and, you know, just get us out of here.
That's right.
Our King, Yahushua Christ, to come back, you know what I'm saying? And things like this and acts like this, righteous acts like this is going to bring them back.
Damn right. Come on. Damn right. Well said, sir.
That's
and of course, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't get the show popping. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't get it going without introducing my brother, my A1, my day one, you know what I'm saying? Officer of 1,000 Kowal in the building. Holding it down.
Christ, Cap, Shalom, Shalom.
You know what I mean?
Everything good.
What's the word, bro?
Hey man, watching the news, I'm seeing Russia and China get real cozy.
No.
I'm trying to stack up on all my brown, my good little liquor, so I can throw a bunch of dollars,
That's it.
Well, yeah, I was telling everybody, man, these Christians, man, I feel bad for them, but I'm angered at the same time. I'll be real brief, but
Please.
I got a chain message. Your family, they send you these long ass hallelujah prayers from somebody, auntie or grandma or something, right? So I get this long ass hallelujah prayer on my phone, and all of a sudden I'm reading it, and as I'm reading down, it's like, Lord Jesus, bless them and keep them, and all the Christian stuff. And then it gets to the point where it's like, and we hear about the wars and rumors of wars. Lord, we just pray for peace on earth. I said, good night.
Oh, goodness.
I said, good night. They praying for peace on earth, brother. What the hell? What are they teaching in these churches, man?
No, boy.
we just stood and turned and faced the east in the Lord's Passover and prayed for destruction. We are in two totally different, what I'm saying, atmospheres. Like they have no clue what's about to happen.
That's right.
That's why it's so important for us to keep doing this work, because if not, they're gonna be lost in the sauce, man. It's crazy. They pray for peace on earth.
That's heavy.
God damn! I mean, it just hit me. I was just, I'm not about to read all these, Lord bless them and keep them. I'm just gonna skip. And I saw peace on earth. I said good night. I just want to let y'all know that the Christians are still at it. They still haven't learned yet. It might take a little more Dylan Roofs to get them to wake the hell up.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, Kawal. We're gonna start with a story that. Shout out to Officer Yanazar. I don't know if you tuned in. Officer Yanazar sent me. I'm gonna go start here with the stories for today, because of what you just said. That was so heavy, bro. It is very sad. I can see why you say, you almost, it's almost like you feel sorry for them, because they pass as lying to them so bad. You know what I mean? And it is truly the mark of a slave, man. Like that's a slave. Peace on earth. Yeah, peace on earth. You know what I'm saying? When we know that Christ said he's not coming to bring peace, he's coming to bring a sword. Right. But we understand in the I.S.U.P.K, as Captain Cotton has said so eloquently, that you cannot be free without your oppressor being destroyed. That's right. Period. Yeah. So that's why we said we're gonna get some brown liquor. That's why we said we're gonna get something and put it in our glass and say La Yasha'Allah when the destruction happens, because we know we cannot be free unless his empire crumbles. That's right. Period. It can't happen. Right. Cap, you have something, sir?
And Salakia, we living in the times of revelations. I mean, Revelation 6:4 says that the Lord has put a spirit into the earth to take the peace from the earth.
That's right.
Right. So you Christians out there, you are crazy because you don't even understand the Bible. The Lord has put a spirit in the earth to take the peace from the earth. That's the red horse. About the 4 horsemen. That's the red horse. He's taking peace from the earth, that they shall kill one another. That's what the Bible says. Come on, but you Christians don't.
I got it. So you want me to read it?
When you read, you don't even understand the Bible.
Right.
That's right. Man. So like I said, there's the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
To take peace from the earth, Christians. Right. Not good peace, and that peace on earth.
That's right.
It's Christian songs. No, to take peace from the earth. It won't be no peace. You can't pray for peace. I mean, damn. The Lord is taking peace from the earth.
That's right. Damn.
Wouldn't no word.
Right. Con.
Right.
And that they should kill one another.
And there you go. Man. There you go. That's all the killing is happening right now.
That's it.
All the killing is happening right now. And I mean, come on, it won't be no peace.
That's right.
It won't be no peace. This is the time of war.
That's right.
This is the time that you get better. Reverence the Most High or die.
That's right. Come. And there was given unto him a great sword.
Great. That's the spirit of the Most High. That's the spirit he sent to the earth to take peace from the earth.
Right.
It won't be no peace. It's gonna be a whole lot of killing, a whole lot of dying, a whole lot of crying about everything.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It won't be no peace. And it's so sad that we are still fooled, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, fooled with Christianity. And Christianity's coming and just lies to us.
That's
Tell
Right.
blatant lies. Your pastor tell blatant lies to you.
That's right.
You know, they lie on the Bible. And then come on, man. And you look at us like we crazy.
That's
Oh,
right.
we're crazy. We're evil. Come on.
Damn
Who's the
right.
crazy?
That's right.
Damn. Good Lord.
That's right.
Damn
Man.
right.
Damn right.
Well said, Cap.
Yeah.
It's truly disgusting. You got to feel bad for them in some ways, but you know, like you said, Cap, man, they don't read the Bible. They don't read the Bible to even know what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? There is a little bit of light at the tunnel. I got this article. Was there anything you wanted to bring up before we go into the first story?
Well, one quick thing about Calvin, Oklahoma.
Okay, please.
And the reason why if you're Black and Scandinavian, you can't trust the oppressor because they're crazy. I mean, something's wrong with them, you know. Well, in Calvin, Oklahoma has a population of 319. This little town. Okay, it's about area, but it's about 578 acres. All right.
Okay.
So the sheriff was arrested for selling meth.
Oh.
The sheriff. You know, so now it's like they had a new sheriff. There was a lady came and she took over it. But now she dropped out. She just stepped down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Calvin, Oklahoma. Right? It's like those little, and you get like Oklahoma. The state of Oklahoma is it's a big state. It's like a big size state. But you have so many little towns like Calvin, Oklahoma, with oppressors like that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So if you Black and Scandinavian, understand I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander in Yohana when we say the oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks
Right.
of.
That's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just a little tidbit. I just thought I'd throw that little tidbit in there, you know, but it's so much more like them in the state of Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? I just pray I pray we get all our people out of there, like give them this truth, and they come out of this place like spiritually, you know, before the Lord just sends a lightning strike and just burns Oklahoma, the whole state of Oklahoma.
That's right. Good night.
Good. I yield. Brother.
Come on. You got something cool?
Oh, I'm ready to rock and roll, brother.
Most High in Christ. Let's get it. All right. So this is a little. This one's a doozy. This one, again, shout out to Officer Yanazar. Shout out to everybody tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Chain Breakers Podcast, episode number 31. We rocking and rolling. You know what it is. I.S.U.P.K, man. 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, right? So we're going to bring the stories to you and give it to you live and direct what's going on up in this place. So check this out. So going back what Cap was saying, what Officer Kowal was saying, this story right here, it somewhat warmed my heart. You know, when I see things like this. Now, of course, it comes not perfectly in the world. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we in the truth in here, so we are able to kind of look at things a little bit differently. But nonetheless, I saw this and I said, "Oh man, that's a pretty good thing. That's a good start." All right. So this is an article from USA Today. It says, most Latinos in the United States used to identify as Catholic. Not anymore. Oh, wait. Let me present this so y'all can see this clear as day. So you know I'm not just, I'm not jiving you and just making stuff up. This is what your publications are telling you. Yes, most Latinos in the U.S. used to identify as Catholic. Not anymore. Salakia. Let's get this out the way. Bear with me. Here we go. Salakia, going slow. Here we go. I might have to just go ahead and just read it from my phone. This is going way too slow. Okay, here we go. It says the number of U.S. Latinos identifying as Catholic has dropped dramatically over the last dozen years, while those who claim no religious affiliation has tripled, a national research group has found. While Catholicism remains the most popular faith among the population, the portion of Latinos who identify as Catholic has fallen since 2010 from 67% to 43%, the Pew Research Center reported Thursday. Meanwhile, Latinos who describe themselves as atheist, agnostic, or nothing in particular grew from 10% to 30%. This is the quote. Historically, it was the case that most Latinos in the U.S. were Catholics, but that's just not true anymore, said Bashir Muhammad, a senior researcher for the center. Salakia. That's the advertisement. Okay. Oh, Salakia. Here we go. My bad. Okay, got it. The findings were gleaned mostly from the Center's August 2022 national survey of 7,647 adults, which included 2,039 Latinos, weighted to match the overall U.S. population in terms of age, gender, education, place of birth, and place of origin, among other factors. One telling statistic that emerged, Muhammad said, was that 23% of Latinos who had been raised Catholics said no longer were, compared to just 1% raised outside the faith who then became Catholic. Meanwhile, 6% of Latinos raised as Protestants had left the faith, while 9% joined. Salakia. This article's all over the place. It says that really captured for me a lot of what's happening, Muhammad said. There's a lot of disaffiliation happening from what was a high number. You can't get 23% former anything unless you had way more than 23% to start. Despite the drop in Latino Catholics, Latino adults remain twice as likely as U.S. adults to identify as Catholic, and half as likely, 21%, to be Protestant. About 1 in 5 U.S. adults is Catholic, according to a 2021 Pew study, while 40% are Protestant. Foreign-born Latinos are more likely to be Catholic than U.S.-born Latinos. The center's analysis found Catholics also comprised just over half of those who speak mostly Spanish and those in age groups 50 and older. I'll read one more before we get into it. While the share of Latino Protestants has stayed about the same, the groups most likely to identify as such were Republican and Republican-leaning Latinos, who comprised a combined 32% compared to 15% of Democrat and Democrat-leaning Latinos. Okay. Actually, let me read this one more thing. Salakia. It says, young Latinos mirroring broader U.S. trends. U.S.-born Latinos are nearly twice as likely, 39%, than foreign-born Latinos, 21%, to identify as religiously unaffiliated, the survey found, with young Latinos driving the growth among that group. 4 in 5 Latinos aged 18 to 29 were born in the U.S., and nearly half, 49%, claim no religious affiliation. Okay, so there's a lot of numbers going on here. But I'll start with you, Cap, of course. Is this something to be, I guess you could say, celebrated? You know, when we always tell our people when we go to camp, we say what? Get out of the Christian church, right? That's what we say. Yeah. And it seems to be working. They're taking the first step. They're getting out of the Christian church. So this is a good thing, Cap.
Yeah, of course. Anybody, I don't give a damn if one person come out of the church.
That's right.
It's a good thing, you know. But you know, the sad part about it is, you know, when I heard they say some the atheists and stuff like that, what Christianity has done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it had destroyed us so that you don't want to hear. Like, I'm quite sure y'all heard in camp. I'm quite sure y'all heard of people say, "Oh man, they don't want to hear that something from the Bible."
Right.
You know,
That's right.
something from the Bible. You know, they don't want to hear it. You know, because everybody been scarred by Christianity. You know what I'm saying? People has been scarred by Christianity. That when you pull the Bible out, it's like, damn, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Some type of way. So this was so sad. And when I hear that, when you say red, when a lot of Hispanic brothers and sisters are atheists, you know, they believe that because of Christianity, because of the Roman Catholic Church, because they've been molested or something.
That's right.
Believe in God and then God is going to save them when they've been tortured by these nasty Catholic priests.
Right.
How in the world can they believe in a God that's going to save them, a God that's going to love them when they haven't been loved by these men who's supposed to bring God to them?
That's right.
So it's like, it's terrible. So what happened to our people? That's the destruction of our people. That's what Christianity has done to us. This is why we can't believe in the Most High. This is why we don't even want to pick up the Bible. You know, this is why the fight is hard for us when we go out in the street and we holding the Bible. So many people looked at us, man. Oh, y'all reading the Bible? Oh, man, I remember guys just walking off. Oh, y'all
right.
Man, y'all reading the Bible. They just turn their back and walk up the street because of Christianity, because of not understanding about the Bible. You know, the misinterpretation of the Bible. You know, you get people like interpreting all types of BS on the Bible, telling lies on the Bible, and they learn it from the Christian church.
Right.
You know, so it's like that's just the problem. What's going on right now? You know, people are falling out of the church, but some of us are going into like atheism.
Right.
Like I don't really believe in God. I really don't believe, you know, and you got to be a blooming idiot not to believe in the Most High. Then created the heavens and earth. I mean, how the hell you think the sun come out? Right. And it rains and whatever. You know, you got to be a real dummy not to believe there's no God. You know, you got to be, but you got to be really, like I said, the Most High is choosing his people to come out of this mess. You being chosen to come out of this mess of the world and coming into the truth. And that's the beautiful thing about it. That's right. Sad when we see our people, you know, just really just being destroyed and through Christianity.
Right.
And that's why, man, if you understand this truth, you understand it. I mean, Christianity, I was talking about being blessed. Call yourself blessed when you understand this truth.
Right.
Because the Lord called you out of some darkness. You know, we was in real darkness when we was in Christian church. Anybody that comes out of Christian church, I'd be like Most High in Christ.
That's right.
But I just don't know. I mean, come on. Good gracious. Just coming out. I mean, the drug of Christianity is a strong drug.
That's right.
I mean, it's a strong drug, you know, and it really tears you up. And people that destroy you, you keep on loving them. It'll tell you just to love them anyway, no matter what. Oh, they killed your mother, they killed your father, love them anyway. You know what I'm saying? They kill your kids, love them anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what Christianity teaches, you know? And the Bible doesn't say that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible doesn't even say that. You know what I'm saying? But we've got pastors lying on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You get big, crazy, big tooth people like Steve Harvey talking all the time about Africa, and come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we are just really messed up as a people. And this is why, every brother and sister and child in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander of YAHANNA is a jewel, is a precious jewel. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord chose you to understand this truth, chose you to be born in this truth, chose you to have a mother and father over top of you, giving you this truth when you're a child. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's something that, man, like I just said, it's something that you got to respect.
That's right.
You got to learn how to reverence the Most High and respect the Most High. Looking at this stuff like this, come on, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? So when you ask them, is it a good thing? It's always a good thing when we fall out of the church, because the church is madness and it's drug. The church is like opioids. The church is crack cocaine. The church is acid. It's acid. Church is every evil drug you can think of. That's Christianity. You know. So it's all the bad things. Church is homosexuality, you know, everything that goes against God. That's what church is. Right. That's what Christianity is. You know what I'm saying? So that's a start of us falling out of the Christian church, you know. But see, the Lord is going to lead those brothers and sisters who are atheists, who don't believe in. And if the Lord chooses for them to get it, the Lord going to bring them in front of the camp. Right. The Lord's going to bring them to a class. The Lord's going to let them, hey, look at that. And they're going to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But it's some people that Christ don't want to get.
That's right.
I mean, that's in the Bible. You know? There's some people that Christ don't want you to get it.
Right.
People have a spirit on them that's so evil, Christ want to chop your head off.
Right.
You know, it's some of you stood in that right in front of when Christ was on a cross and said, crucify him. crucify him. Caesar is our king. Christ wants some get back with you. So sometimes, like I said, a lot of us did, hey, we were there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because we were reincarnated. You know what I'm saying? So we were there, all of us. We were there. You know? So it's like, you know, some of us, I mean, Christ don't want you to get it.
That's right.
He wants to cut your head off.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just constantly coming against the truth, and I don't see why this, and I don't see why that. Right. Why would the Lord do that? I just don't understand. Well, Christ don't want you to understand it.
That's
the most
right.
don't want you to understand it. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to chop your head off. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't get it, you don't get it. Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be brothers and sisters who the Most High want to get it.
That's right.
You know, and that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like people thinking like, hey, it's like something like yeah, I can go here. I got a choice to come in, or I got a choice to do that and do that. No. Hey, the Most High's picking his people.
That's right.
He's picking his people.
Right.
Then some people one day, one stubborn Negro is going to be like, man, I don't believe them dudes crazy. And then he's going to get the shock of his life. And he's going to change his ways, and he's going to come into the truth, you know?
Right.
Something like that. That's just mercy from the Most High.
That's right.
You know, that's a long suffering from the Most High that he just waited till this Negro did this and that and gave him a chance. And that's just mercy from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? With all you out there sitting on the fence, talking all that mess against us, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That, hey, may the Lord have mercy.
That's right.
That's it. How you do it, brother?
Well said, Cat.
Damn right.
Most High Christ. Let me just read just a tiny bit more, and I'm coming to you, Kawal, of course, because I definitely want you to expound as well. So I just want to get this next little paragraph. If you just bear with me just a moment, Salakia. Here we go. I'm just gonna read it from the phone because the website is like real like wacky. Shalakia. It says religious disaffiliation among young Latino adults reflects a broader phenomenon taking place across the country, said Matthew Wilson, a political science professor at Southern Methodist University in Dallas. This is a quote. There's a tendency among young people of all ethnic groups to disaffiliate from social and cultural organizations of all types, Wilson said. For younger people who live so much of their lives in a digital space, their affiliation with tangible institutions has really waned, and that has hurt religious organizations. For Latinos, that can also mean a shedding of traditional identity. A lot of older Latinos have expressed concern about young people drifting away from their roots, Wilson said. They're less likely to speak Spanish, to know much about the history of their homelands, and less likely to attend Catholic churches. Many of those are markers of Latino identity that young people are drifting away from. Well, I really want you, if you could hone in on that. I think there's a heavy point there to unpack, right? Because we have
it broke up at the last part. What'd you say? You said drifting away.
Salakia. Let me read it again. It says many of those are markers of Latino identity that young people are drifting away from.
I heard that part. Okay.
Right. Okay. So this is older Latinos saying that they're concerned about the drift away from what? From Catholicism. And they say the young generation, they're not speaking Spanish as much. And notice it said something about they don't know the history of their homelands.
Right.
Now, because you're a priest and prophet like myself, and because we're all I don't know what's going on. So please, if you could expound on that. These older Latinos who are seeing this shift away from Catholicism and complaining about it, what do you see when you see that? What's that about, if I could, Salakia?
Man, it reminds me of my family coming from a bunch of, I'm talking about super duper 7-Day Adventists. I'm talking about, to the T, some of the most pompous, arrogant. 7-Day Adventists think they're the remnant church and nobody else. And there's a scripture they use in the Bible where it talks about a falling away. They believe that falling away is happening now, meaning people are falling away from the church.
Mm-hmm.
So it's expected for the Latinos. And think about it. Catholicism, 7-Day Adventists, all that is the same thing, all the same. So when they say these kids falling away, they think it's part of prophecy that kids will stop going to church. and the devil's doing his job.
That's right.
It's BS. With that, you know, we understand what that falling away is because of the work the Commander YAHANNA has put in and commissioning us to go on these street corners and on TikTok and on Instagram, on social media. We are the ones challenging those higher powers and those doctrines.
That's right.
And these kids have no choice. These kids have no choice. Our parents had to do what? If you want to learn something, my mom used to tell us, don't ask me, go get that dictionary, go get that Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right.
Go look it up. That's what they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if these Negroes know what encyclopedia is, but we had the whole collection of them.
God.
You know what I'm saying? We had to go get an encyclopedia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Look
Yeah,
up
right.
the word. And these older generation, they're primitive and minded. These new kids have, hold on, Christopher Columbus, they said he wasn't looking for spices. Hold on, Easter bunnies don't lay eggs. So
Right.
these kids are challenging the authorities, they're challenging the knowledge and wisdom that they came up under. Because
That's
what we're
right.
saying, that's how I know this truth is real.
That's
Because
right.
we say things happen. Nobody else is saying it. Even these little fake ass Israelite groups are getting it from us.
That's it.
So we're the ones who are saying it. If we don't say it, nothing happens. That's why I
right.
love when we send these prayers up. I love when we come together and just totally punch through the minds of these brain dead Christians because they really need this. But back to these Catholics though, these Catholics are starting to see another shift that if the cartel is really, really bad, especially in Mexico and other Colombia and all that stuff. And they're like the most evil, wicked people are Catholics.
That's right.
Obviously, this baptism, this holy water crap ain't working.
That's right.
Obviously, Jesus Christ, whenever you run into a blackout operation and kill babies and cut the skin off of men and torture men and just wipe out whole neighborhoods and you're selling crack, you're selling dope at large copious amounts, people are starting to wake up and say, hold on, and they're Catholic? They believe in the same God I do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting blessed because they're obviously rich and I'm poor eating beans and rice every day. Maybe this God ain't real. Maybe what I'm believing is
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got the most high Christ. The most wicked people are Catholics, even those daggone mobsters.
Mm-hmm.
Al Capone. And people are starting to wake up because of social media, because of technology, because of wisdom. And it's prophesied that our people are going to start to wake up in these last days. Let's come back to their heritage because of the work we're putting in. Nothing's magic. Nothing's by coincidence. It's because what we're saying is challenging the minds of these youth. Even some of these old parents are starting to get it, but they have stubborn pride. It's hard for them to be like, damn. That's why I love when I see an old nigga walking to the school.
That's
like,
right.
You know what it takes for an old brother to come, or old sister to come into these doors? I mean, they really had to war with years and years of indoctrination and really make a decision to stand for Christ. So
that's right.
That Catholic Church, it needs to burn. And on top of that, I'll be brief, is because of, you understand, the molestation of these Catholic priests.
Mm-hmm.
The thousands of cases where we're seeing the Pope, the Dalai Lama, all these supposed to be, the middle ground between God and man.
That's right.
They're molesting children. There's sexual assault cases. I mean, in these countries where these Catholics live are in complete shambles. So they feel like their prayers not being answered. They're not. So, it's a good thing. I like that article. I'm glad that people start leading the Catholic Church. And there's no such thing as atheists. We were at camp one day. Let me tell you another thing. To say you're an atheist after you leave the Catholic Church or leave Christianity, you know that the Most High power exists. You know that the Bible is real and you have to keep law, statutes, and commandments. You don't want to obey God. You want a God that suits you.
That's
you want to pick your own God. And since all the other guys require you to do something or do nothing, you just want to say, I don't believe in none of them, so it's going to be me. There was a little gay kid that came up to the camp one time. He was in high school, and we were talking to him, and somebody said, are you gay? He was like, I am. He's like, I'm also an atheist. He was like, so what it used to be? I used to be a Catholic. He said, but I started learning, and it's all BS. I just want to do my own thing. Yes, you skipped over the part about being a Hispanic boy and following the laws of God because you're an Israelite. You want to do your own thing and be an atheist. When that plane start crashing, don't pray to God then.
Right.
That plane start crashing.
Well said, brother. Well said, my brother.
That's it.
My brother, Officer of 1,000 Kowal, always coming through with the heavy metal, as Captain Yagar always say. Speaking of heavy metal, shout out to Officer of 1,000 Kowal. What you are looking at is a shirt made by my brother doing it up for the golf department out here in North Carolina. Don't worry, bro. I got you on that bread. I ain't forget about you.
Nah, you good.
Stay up. You feel me?
Stay up merch.
Stay
Website
up
coming soon.
merch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Stay up entertainment. Stay up merch. All that coming soon.
All right. Okay. All right.
Right, you heard it here first, folks. Stay up merch. Stay up entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, man. You know what I'm saying? But no, but the water for that, Officer Kowal. Such excellent points. And if I could just piggyback on what you're saying, man, it's just so heavy. And I'm seeing the same thing too. You know, I'm seeing the same thing with the old guard. And that's another thing I learned too, man. And I love my people. But one thing about old people, and I say old again, I'm not shaming nobody. I mean, the Lord willing, we all want to get up in age.
Right.
But one of the dangers sometimes about getting up in age is not only do you become senile, but when you get older, you almost have like a pompous, like Kowal said, this arrogance because you've been here a while.
Yeah.
Mentality, like, oh man, like everybody else, y'all young, y'all ain't been through nothing. But guess what? A lot of times it be the older ones who have the hardest time letting go of their feelings. Meaning what? Meaning you was born in 1950 and you your grandmother passed away, your family passed away, and you got all these memories and all this nostalgia in your mind. And now that nostalgia means so much to you, you can't let it go.
Right.
Everything in your childhood was good. So now, the young generation, they're so wild and there's no parenting. Well, your mother was beating you to death. That's not good just because it's old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your mother had 10 and 15 men, a new boyfriend every month. That's not good just because it's old. You feel what I'm saying? Like they a lot of brothers and sisters tend to have that nostalgia thing. And something I learned when I came to the truth, man. There's nothing wrong with reminiscing and say, oh man, those good times. But there's a limit to nostalgia, okay? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be so nostalgic about the family I used to have that I forget about the one that I have now that's way better than the one I used to have. You know what I mean? So our brothers and sisters have to let go of that nostalgia. Just because you had a nice, I don't know, you had little friends in the Catholic Church when you were an altar boy, what about the fact that your altar boy friend got molested? What nostalgia does he have? You know what I mean? So we got to let go of some of these things and to see that now the younger generation, that's why, listen, I consider myself, I'm old. But when I see that the younger generation is starting to not be afraid to be like, oh, no, that church is nonsense. Oh, no, that's nonsense. I'm happy that they do that. But as Cap said, that you nasty Christian pastors have turned them off to the Bible because you told them, you convinced them you were teaching was in the Bible. But it's not the Bible. The Bible doesn't say you can molest children and that you gotta and you molest children and then they gotta forgive you and hang out with you at the Thanksgiving table. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing happened. That's not in the Bible. You know what I mean? The Bible doesn't say that you can sell drugs to your people. The Bible doesn't say that you can murder, like Officer Kowal was saying, man. These cats in Colombia, some of the most vicious drug lords on planet Earth.
Exactly.
And then what do? They go after they finish murdering somebody or selling some drugs. They go into a room and pray to Ave Maria. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Like that's not in the Bible. Okay, so it's a good thing they're coming out of the church. But what we want to see is our people start to ask the right questions, and that's why we do what we do. That's why it's so important that we do what we do. When we hit them streets and we talk to these brothers and sisters, like, no, the church is the problem, not the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So most high in Christ. Please, Cap.
Yeah, that's heavy what y'all bringing out. That's heavy what y'all bringing out. Your father, like talking about the old people, man, that is just so heavy because the old people is, man, they just won't let go.
Right.
Won't let go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, even I came into the truth. I was that person in the world that can't no young nigga teach me nothing.
Right.
Can't no young nigga teach me nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I come to the truth, I'm learning from a bunch of young guys, you know what I'm saying? You know?
That's right.
And it's a beautiful thing when you can, like you was just saying, Thaba, you know, you can let go of some of the old things. Some of the things is, you know, when you grew up and stuff like that. You know, and when you can let go of those things, like, okay, it was done. It was done. Right. I can't look at people, oh yeah, y'all don't do it where we used to do it. We used to do this, we do that, you know what I'm saying? Damn, you know? Hey man, we didn't kill, like, look, one time we used to fight a lot. Let's fight. You know what I'm saying? But niggas didn't kill one another because they couldn't get no guns. They couldn't get no knives, you know. But I guarantee you, if they could get, if it was easy to get guns and get weapons the way it was, the way it is now, back in the 70s when I was growing up, there would have been a whole lot more killing.
That's right.
You know, it wouldn't have been because we are those people. We are those disobedient children.
That's right.
Of God.
That's right.
That we don't trust in the Most High. We don't follow the Most High. We don't keep the law, statutes, commandments. We are those children.
That's right.
They will just get worse, and that's what we did. Just got worse.
That's right.
You know, in the 70s, it wasn't. You couldn't go get and shoot a nigga. You know, you know. It was a little boy in one time in the 80s when I first moved out to DC, moved to Maryland. A little kid went home and got a kitchen knife. He was in my little brother's class, and we had moved out to White Oak, Maryland, and I was in the 10th grade. And this little boy got stabbed in the neck by this other little kid because the little kid went home and got a kitchen knife and came back and stuck him in his neck. Stuck it in his neck and killed the brother. Little brother Derek. I remember little brother's name was Derek, man. Killed little Derek, man. And I was like, damn, you know, like what the hell? You know, he went home and got a kitchen knife and stabbed him in the neck. But in those, if times were like they are now, that little boy, that little 10-year-old boy went home and got a gun. He came back with a gun and shot him. Right. You know what I'm saying? And might have shot the teacher too.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't look at them and say like, oh man, you know, it's a little different, you know, hey, we was a little tougher, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, we evolved into niggas that we would whoop your butt with our fists, but now guns come along, then we will kill you.
That's right.
So we are still those same evil people, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying? We got the old people got to teach the young. We got to come away from all the hey man, let's do it, man. Hey, we ain't do all that. We ain't do all that. You nigga, you didn't do all that because it wasn't available. You know, the guns and knives, it wasn't available, you know. But you had niggas who called themselves the A-Team.
That's right.
You had niggas who called themselves the Hill Boys. You know what I'm saying? You had niggas that you had so many people that carried themselves as gangs, but you didn't call yourself a gang.
That's right.
You know, you didn't call yourself a gang. You know what I'm saying? We was uptown. We was uptown.
Right.
We was 9th Street. You know what I'm saying? And from 9th Street, you had a little song, 9th Street niggas are the craziest.
Oh, wow.
You know? So it was like that, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? It was like once the crack cocaine epidemic came in, so did the guns.
That's right.
And a lot of bitch motherfuckers got a gun.
They did.
You know, but you know what I'm saying? They did. A lot of niggas who used to take L's at the go-go get stomped out and come home with knots all over their head. They stopped happening because they got a gun now.
That's right.
They don't kill. So, you know, we can't be old people looking back and say, hey man, but you know, we ain't do all that. No, nigga, we ain't do all that because it wasn't available.
That's
right. Once it was available, then we start doing it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't go. A nigga kill a nigga for a bag of chips.
That's right.
You know, start dying for simple shit. And then let's not talk about a female. A nigga would die for a female. He walked into the wrong neighborhood, messing with the female, and he died. You know what I'm saying? Because we became evil and more evil.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I shouldn't say we became evil. We were already there.
That's right.
We were already there. It just different weapons became available. You know what I'm saying? And we just start killing instead of whooping a nigga to death. I mean, you kill him.
That's right.
Hey, that was it. You know what I'm saying? But it was heavy what y'all bringing out, the way the old people got to teach more wisdom, and stop saying, oh, what we used to do, and we used to do it like this, and we ain't do it like that, and badgering the young people coming up right now. No, teach them. Give them some righteousness.
That's
you know what I'm saying? What we do at I.S.U.P.K or Command YAHANNA. Teach them how to be righteous. You know? And it's a beautiful thing just watching a kid come in or a young brother come in and just be like, hey, come on. Man, I see a young brother come in, he 21 years old, you know, 23 years old. That's a damn good thing to see. You know, that really he want to follow orders. He want to get it right, man.
That's
like,
right.
Most time Christ.
Yeah,
This is what we do in I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
I yield.
Right.
Damn,
right.
man. Well said, Cap. The water for that. The water. So,
Right.
come on, you had something you wanted to add?
Oh no, I can't. Hey, Cap said it all, brother.
Yeah. Most High in Christ, man. Yeah, we got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? We can't be.
Yeah.
That's more divisive, and that's one thing I love about the truth. If I could, Cap, real quick, I ain't gonna. We're gonna move to the next story.
Come.
We don't even really look at age like that.
Come.
Like we don't even really. We just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Adewanyam that's older than me. I got Adewanyam that's significantly younger than me. And you know what I'm saying? I got men, you know what I'm saying, under myself, an officer of 1,000 Kawal, you know what I'm saying, that is, younger than me, and I got some that's older than me, significantly older. You know what I mean? But it's not, age ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? There's captains of 13,000 and 10,000 in the I.S.U.P.K. that might be my age or a couple years younger than me. Guess what? They're older than me. They're older than me. They've been in this for longer. They've been following orders for longer. They've been under command of YAHANNA for longer. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You see me, you see Officer Yarmak in the world. He's significantly younger than me in the world, but you wouldn't know the fact that we just came up in this together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So over the wall and bunker wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between how we do things here versus how things are in the world.
Salakia. And Salakia, Thaba, just right quick.
You good, Cap?
Right quick. I came into the school by Captain Soccer War. Captain Soccer War is my nephew. I'm 18 years older than Captain Soccer War. I held him as a little baby, a little loaf of bread, like he was a little when he was the size of a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And always been around him, And we just he was just like, hey, my little buddy. You know what I'm saying? I used to come in and I used to vent to him. I used to come in and be so mad and didn't understand oppression. Didn't understand oppression that I was oppressed. So I would vent to Captain Soccer Boy. He's a little kid. My supervisor did this and that. You know what I'm saying? But coming into the truth, now, hey, he's over me in the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's over me in the truth. And now it's like, you know what I'm saying? That same kid that grew up and now he's a man.
That's right.
And now something I be calling him, hey, what about this precept, man? We talk about things, stuff like that. And stuff like that. And hey, you know what I'm saying? We don't grow like that.
Right.
And so as far as like in the world, and as far as age-wise, as far as age-wise, like I said, I'm 18 years older than him. You know what I'm saying? But it's like he's over me in this truth. Right. He's over me in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing that when you develop that relationship. That relationship, he's 18 years older than me, but I can say "Cunna one cun."
Right.
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 I can say "Cunna one cun." Hey, what the hell? And any other captains or maybe generals is older than me. Right. I mean, just maybe younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I can say "Cunna one cun," man, because this is the Lord's work. It ain't no crazy street gang shit. Salakia. This is the Lord's work, and this is the way we're supposed to operate. And being like that, respectful to one another, like that, things like that is going to bring Christ back.
That's right.
That's it.
Most High in Christ. Moving right along here, we'll get into another story. And this story right here, just kind of I seen it. I said, well, damn. I mean, what the world we live in. And again, if you're not in this truth, man, I'm very afraid for you, because this is the kind of things that's going on in this world that you wouldn't think you would see. So story I found on the Shade Room. A brother says a family says a man died in Atlanta's Fulton County Jail after being eaten alive by insects and bed bugs. I'll say that again. Family says man died in Atlanta's Fulton County Jail after being eaten alive by insects and bed bugs.
Damn.
I'm gonna show y'all. So right now, I'm just gonna show y'all an image of the Fulton County Jail. Bear with me as I get this up here. This is it right here. This is the Fulton County Jail. Where the brother died. Okay. So check this out. I'm gonna just read a little bit, and I'm gonna show another picture a little bit later on of the brother. I have to warn everybody; it's pretty graphic. I'll let you know before I actually show that image. But it says the family of LaShawn Thompson is seeking a criminal investigation after he died in Atlanta's Fulton County Jail. They claim LaShawn was eaten alive by insects and bed bugs. The family's attorney, Michael Harper, explained the situation in a statement released on social media. Last year, police arrested Thompson on June 12th on a simple misdemeanor battery charge. Authorities reportedly placed LaShawn in the jail's psychiatric wing for unspecified mental health issues. Salakia. Let's see where this next part goes. Okay. Within 3 months, Harper says LaShawn was found dead in a filthy jail cell after being eaten alive by insects and bed bugs. Harper also published graphic photos of LaShawn with what appears to be bugs all over his face and inside his mouth. In another shot, black and brown specks all cover Thompson's torso, neck, and thin arms. His stomach appears sunken with wrinkled skin and a darker hue. This is a quote. The family-approved photographs attached to this release show that the jail cell Mr. Thompson was housed in was not fit for a diseased animal.
Wow.
He did not deserve this, Harper's statement said. 2 additional images show the jail cell's condition, which looks like a scene from an abandoned site. Rust and chipped paint covered the bed frame and desk in the cell. Dirt and grime cover the mattressless frame and desk cubby holes. Meanwhile, the floor appears filthy, covered in dark-colored blotches, pieces of paper, a sandal, and some clothes. The toilet seat is covered in more grime, unclear if it's feces-based, but the bowel water also had brown and tan residue. A filthy mattress with a white tarp-looking spread was placed near the cell's entrance. The floor near the toilet, sink, and bed also appears dingy, disguising the floor's grayish color as dark brown. Okay, so it's a lot. I have to issue a trigger warning for the following photos that we are about to show, but I think it's important for people to see what was just described. So if you are squeamish about these things, then you might want to just listen in instead of viewing this. But let me get these images up here to see. Bear with me. All right, y'all see the screen?
I see the screen. Yep.
So these are the images of the brother. I'm going to scroll down.
He was dead in these pictures?
Yes. Right. You see, that's the brown. See that? When they talked about his stomach being sunken in with all the little brown spots and things like that. You can clearly see flies, different insects all over his face here. Okay. And then if you look at the condition of the room that he was in.
Good.
All right. Yeah.
Damn.
Salakia.
Damn.
Man.
So the attorney says jail staff did nothing to help LaShawn Thompson. The family lawyer Harper also revealed that jail records show staff were privy to Thompson's deteriorating condition but failed to act. Harper's statement said, it's a quote, jail records obtained via GA open records requests established that the detention offices and medical staff at the jail noticed that Mr. Thompson was deteriorating, but did nothing to administer aid to help him. They literally watched his health decline until he died. When the detention officers found Thompson's body, Harper says one of them refused to administer CPR. The officer reportedly said she freaked out. Last September, the Fulton County Commission agreed to renew a $27 million contract for physical and mental health services for inmates, per CBS Atlanta. But Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labatt asked for an additional $6 million to address employee retention, overtime, and overcrowding issues. At the time, Sheriff Labatt revealed that Fulton County Jail had 3,600 inmates. The population had increased by 1,400 over the last 2 years. Of the 3,600, 428 inmates were reportedly sleeping on the floor. He also revealed that detention officers find hundreds of weapons in the jail daily and handle frequent inmate stabbings. I'll read a little bit more before you get into it. You have 3,500 plus points of data that show the dangers of where we are and the crisis that we're in, Sheriff Labatt said. According to Harper, Thompson family wants someone to be held accountable for their relative's death. This is a quote, "The Fulton County Jail must be closed and replaced," Harper's statement said. Very, very, very sad. Very tragic to see. Again, those images I know were quite graphic. A simple misdemeanor battery charge, and now the brother's dead and died in a horrible. I mean, he didn't go gentle. He didn't, I'm gonna just keep it real from me. I mean, I'd rather just take a bullet.
That's
just shoot me in my head, end it like that. It would have been better off for him to be in a gang and do a shootout in the street and catch one in his head. That would have been an easier way, a better way to go about subtle torture. So I'm gonna open up the floor. Whoever wants to go first. I mean, just what's your first thoughts when you see something like this?
I mean, it's terrible. I mean, come on. I mean, what you said. I mean, torture. It was a torturous death. I mean, come on. I mean, words can't. I mean, that's like, if anybody have any encounters with bed bugs are, man, gracious. Bed bugs will get around like Tupac.
Right.
I'm serious, because at one time I remember my son. Like I used to get my son on the weekend, and coming from my son's it was something to the point that her father had came over there and had some stuff in an old box, and I don't know what it was, had his clothes or whatever, but I can remember one of my son's shoe boxes, and I opened the shoe box, and it was like a bed bug or two fell out on the floor, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Because I never seen a bed bug before. I was like, "What the hell is this, man?" And I was like, "Is it a lot?" I didn't know it was a bug. I thought maybe it was something. I don't know, because I never seen a bed bug before.
Oh God!
Right.
And then so I threw it in the trash, and then I was like, "Damn!" But then it must have been more, and no, it was more, because it got on the sofa and this was like in the basement, the sofa. So I used to lay on the sofa and watch TV and sometimes go to sleep down there, right? Well, the damn things got on my arm, and they bit me. And I got up the next day and said, "What the hell? I must got a rash or something. I'm breaking out with something, all these little bumps on my arm and shit." So then I didn't know it was the bed bugs, but then I slept again. I said, "Hey, I'm breaking out with something, or something biting me." I said, "Something's biting me." I can remember saying, "Something's biting me." And I looked on the side of this little sofa in the inside of it, and there was like so many of these little red bed bugs. And I had to throw the whole sofa away. I had to throw the whole sofa away. But I mean, they were. If you see, cause the bumps on my arm got worse. Got worse. Like so, I went for about a good maybe 4 days to a week, maybe. Like laying on that sofa and then like waking up and my arm is like, what the hell? Not knowing it because I didn't see nothing.
Right.
It was like you will wake up and see something crawling on it. It was like I will wake up in the morning and nothing's on my arm. I mean, I don't see no bugs, but I got a bunch of bumps and stuff and sores on my arm.
Good night. And
the shit was brutal. It was brutal. And then man, I was like, oh, this shit is like, and it was painful, like.
Right.
Okay.
You know, so I'm just like, wait a minute. So that drove me when I think the 5th day, it drove me to wait a minute. I got to see if something's on here. So I lift the whole sofa up. It was nothing on the bottom. Then I saw on the side, it was like, man, so many of them in there. I said, what the hell? I was like, man, and I remember I told them, look at this shit, you know? and you know, and I got some spray and stuff and sprayed, and I said, no, we gotta, if they're in the sofa, we gotta throw the whole sofa away. And we threw the whole sofa away, you know? But I know they're brutal. They're brutal. I mean, they're brutal. And before when we talk about a man having in a jail cell, and night after night after night, he's just getting chewed on. Because like I said, they just, you know, in the daytime, it was gone. I don't see nothing. You didn't see nothing in the daytime.
Right.
But at night, when you go to sleep, and they come out. I mean, that shit was like, I mean, they brutal. They're brutal. You know what I'm saying? So thinking about a brother laying in the bed like this.
That's right.
I mean, come on, they're eating them and stuff, and they're good Lord. That's some terrible shit, man. That's something they're going through, you know, like, I mean, whoever let this happen, you know what I'm saying? That's a criminal charge. I mean, that's a death sentence. You know, I mean, come on, man. That's terrible.
Oh, God.
That's terrible. You can sit there and, you know, and like I said, with that, and then in the hole he was in, come on, it's not going to be just bed bugs. It's going to be more things. Like, it was more like the insects. It's going to be more insects.
Right, it's a lot of,
What the hell? I mean, come on, man. They should be held accountable.
That's right.
They should be held accountable. That jail should be held accountable.
That's
right. That's terrible, man. I mean, come on, that's a torturous death. That's a torturous death. I mean, you come on, he just, man, that's terrible, man. Boy. I yield, brother.
Well, again, this brother was supposed to get 3 months, or I don't know how long his charge was supposed to be. His sentence was, but his charge was again a misdemeanor battery charge.
Right.
Go ahead, Kawal.
That's, you know, I'm listening to the charges. I'm listening to what the jail is saying. I mean, everybody should be held accountable. If you was on shift anytime during this brother's stay and you saw the condition of that room and did not report it, the jail has incident report paperwork. They also have a complaint line. Inmates should be able to complain about the health and welfare. Who is doing the health and welfare inspections? Like these are people. They're not animals.
That's right.
Like, I don't care what they still deserve a certain amount of care and concern. And everybody in jail failed. If you on that step, everybody should be fired and let go. I saw the outside picture of that Fulton County jail. It needs to be pressure washed. Look how disgusting that jail looks. There's grime and dirt growing in the goddamn front of the damn jail. So you know what the inside look like. If they don't have enough common decency to make the outside of the jail look halfway clean, just imagine what's on the inside. And half of Fulton County is all blacks and Hispanics anyway. They don't care about these inmates. They said he had a mental disorder, a mental disease. Guess what? It's not illegal to be mentally ill. It's not illegal.
God.
You could be schizophrenic walking down. How many times we see that all the time in camp? You look how dirty that jail. Look at that dirt, grime. Look at that.
God.
That should be pressure washed. I know a brother doing that for $50 right now will take care of you. $50. Come out there with his pressure wash in his truck and clean that all up. And you mean to tell me it is disgusting, man. Just look at that disgusting jail. Whoever the warden is or whoever's in charge should be fired, should be charged, and their sentence should be you got to spend 3 months in this room with all these bugs. Don't even clean it. Just let them lay in the same bed he died in with all the goddamn bugs. See how you like it. It's disgusting, man. And it's messed up that, you know, every day they got to feed that. Somebody had to feed that brother. Whether he came out of his room to go eat at the calf or they brought the food to him. Somebody seen and smelled. Come on, you know that room smelled stank, man.
Yeah.
You know the smell was rancid. You know they don't care, man. They don't care. And this should be making CNN. This should be all over the place.
Yeah,
Fulton County should be shut down, man. All those inmates need to just go get transferred to some other jail. You know, it's disgusting, man. It is so much to unpack here about what I want to know what the coroner said the cause of death was, because you can't just say the cause of death is just bed bugs and bed. But that's not how the body dies. The body don't just shut down because a bug bit you. Something had to happen to where your body shut that you died, that you checked out. I want to know what the damn the report is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To see how the brother died. What was it? Lack of food? Was it asphyxiation? Was it goddamn, you know, he had a stroke? Like, what was it? You know, but then they said if the sister didn't want to give mouth-to-mouth to CPR, I'm not giving no nigga mouth-to-mouth either, buzz crawling out his mouth.
Yeah.
But you could have, but that's damage control. It's too late for that now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he's gone.
Y'all should have smelled that room and seen that prior to all this CPR and act like, because if I'm not mistaken, if I'm in a car and my homeboy does a drive-by, I'm held an accomplice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you're in a jail where an inmate dies on your watch and you have plenty of time to say something, all of them should be held accountable for that. Every last one of them.
Right. Gone.
And why was he in jail that long for a simple battery misdemeanor? The nigga he was already crazy. They said he had issues. I looked at the pictures online on the Shade Room, or they were showing some pictures of whatever the website was. He looked crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
He looked like the little nigga down the street that's kind of disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna be to tell me y'all didn't have special care for this brother?
Right.
There wasn't a crazy house that he could have went to that was just, you know, really mild and he could move around a little bit and get proper care and get released. It's ridiculous, man. Like they don't this place. And when people see what the Lord does to America, just understand how this brother died and what they deserve.
Right.
That's it.
America deserves to burn, man. There's no way that would have happened nowhere else. This ain't no third world country. It's ridiculous, man.
That's it.
And I've been in some places where, you know, with roaches and all that kind of stuff in bed. First of all, I ain't never seen a bed bug. I heard you cat, but I got homeboys and people that I know that got bit by bed bugs, and they always tell me, look at your mattress, peel the mattress back, get a blow dryer, get an iron, do all this stuff. I'm like, man, I don't even want to know if it's a bed bug in the damn place. I'm gonna freak out. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen videos of bed bug. I don't want to deal with the bed bug crap, but I have had experience before from other distant families' homes to go when you go visit them in inner city Detroit or somewhere where, you know, roaches are just at their top peak.
Yeah,
and a nigga roaches coming out the goddamn VCR. I mean, it's insane. And it's like enough to make your skin crawl. You put a cup down, roach crawling on the brim of the cup in 2 seconds. That's roaches. And I mean, tell me this brother survived in a jail cell with insects. You know, roaches was all up in the mix. You don't just know roaches invited to any party where there's bugs. Roaches just bust up in the party. So you know he's in a jail cell with bed bugs, gnats, flies, fleas, scabies, roaches.
that's right.
I mean, he died a horrible death. And I feel bad for him because he was mentally ill. Maybe he didn't know how to cry out. Maybe he thought maybe he took some shrooms or psychedelic. Maybe he thought he was in some kind of world. You know, if you ever took, you know, you think bugs are on you anyway. He might not have known where he was at.
That's right.
So, you know, I mean, even Smokey was running down the street acting like he had bugs on him.
Right, that's fact.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no telling what this brother's mindset was. Man, everybody should be goddamn fired, man.
That's right.
Fired, man. And I yield. Damn Fulton County Jail. You bastards. Right. You're going to pay for that.
That's right.
All your houses got bed bugs in the morning.
That's it.
All the Lord sent one of them Egyptian bed bugs to your ass.
That's right.
God.
You know, a scarab beetle flying through the goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? I hope everyone says that.
You know, jail is supposed to be rehabilitation, doesn't it?
Right.
That's the press always lies about.
I'm gonna get rehabilitated with bed bugs. I'm gonna want to kill somebody when I get out.
Boy.
Good night. Damn right. They can replace football and baseball stadiums, though. Damn right. They got plenty of money to replace football and baseball stadiums. I think the owner, who's selling the team? Some owner is selling this team for $1 million.
Right. The Braves.
What team is it? Yeah, one of them you know, rich Ofays is selling this team for $6 billion. You know what I'm saying? Officer Rock said, this is out. He said, Officer Rock said, there's always more bed bugs in the motel on a ramen noodle diet.
Right.
All prisons need to be turned over to the I.S.U.P.K. Damn right. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Turn the prisoners over to the I.S.U.P.K. We'll make sure they get rehabilitated.
Yeah.
We're not gonna, and guess what? Like Officer Kowal said, we're gonna get some brother or some brothers paying 50, 100, couple million, G, whatever they need to power wash the damn place. Because you know what? And this is, if I could, real quick before we move on, I'm gonna put my little 2 cents in. I've always heard the men above me, the captains, the officers above me. I've heard Officer Kowal talk about it. I've heard Bunky. All my brothers talk about it. That the ghetto ain't nothing. The difference between the ghetto and prison ain't really that much of a difference. No. It's like the same thing. If you go, you know, as everyone knows, you know what I'm saying. I'm from New York. I'm not from the projects, but being from New York and being able to drive around all my life and see different things in Brooklyn and Harlem, whatever. The project, I seen a video of a brother who wasn't from New York. He was from somewhere else. So when I watched it, I'm like, damn, brother, you didn't know? He was driving around the project. I want to say in Harlem, could have been Brooklyn, and he was like shocked. He's like, yo, I did not know that projects like this still existed. And even though I'm from there, I'm looking at the video and I'm like, damn, this looks like a prison facility.
Facts.
Like the way it's laid out, the way the buildings are designed, it looks like a gigantic either prison or psychiatric ward from the 40s. It looks like Shutter Island. That's what the projects in New York look like. Yep. And so seeing this story about a brother dying with a bunch of bugs and roaches crawling all over him, it's like, damn, like I said, he might as well have just been in the ghetto and just got shot or something. It wouldn't have been much different. It never happens to nobody. It's like, cool, you have something?
No, I didn't cut you off. That cell was inhabitable. Right. They should have just deemed it with yellow tape. There's nobody should go in here until the state comes in or the Orchid Man come in here and clean it all up.
That's right.
That room was nothing a little bit of bleach and TLC couldn't have fixed.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even have, and the jail should have had all that. Jeffrey Dahmer didn't die like that. He was eating ass.
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer didn't die like that.
Right.
I mean,
That's
Timothy McVeigh didn't die like that.
Nope. Like
this is disgusting. He's a Negro, and it's like this shows you the hatred that our own people have. Then you mean to tell me there was not one black woman who has a child? You know, black women are compassionate. You know, and black women don't play with no stank smell.
Right.
You know, you in school, somebody's stinking here. So you mean to tell me that not one sister was like, stink down there? Like, y'all need to get in there and clean that. It's somebody living in there. You mean our sisters have come to the point where they lack this much compassion? And not just a black man too. Seeing your brother is in that cell and how it's stinking. Come on, man. I refuse. Look at that. Somebody who dropped the ball with that. I can smell that through the goddamn computer. There's no way that nobody's seen that and did anything about it. They all need to be on trial, like the goddamn Nuremberg Germans. Line all their asses up and give them the maximum penalty for that.
That's right.
And I yield, man.
Damn right.
It's crazy.
That's absolutely insane to see this. Misdemeanor charge. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, Salakia, if I could. And you said, when I went out, I told you about that. And that's the only experience I ever had with bed bugs. And that short time is, I mean, come on, I will never forget it. I would never forget it. I would never forget it. Like, and that was a short time. That was like 3 days, what I say, about 5 days. I will not ever forget it. I mean, the pain of them biting my goddamn arm, and just, it's shit that, come on, man. It's almost like something that, a terrible experience you have as a kid, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy though. It was crazy. That short time that I had, it was sickening. It was sickening. And just thinking about this brother going through that with bed. You see in the Bible where the Lord sent bed bugs to the Egyptians. That's something, boy, did the Lord do? That's a torturous thing that the Lord created. Them damn bed bugs, man. Them damn bed bugs ain't no joke, you know. But to see a brother die like that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, like one of y'all brought up that everybody joins the party. It's not like the bed bugs. The roach is going to come and, hey, what's going on over here?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, look at my grub on too.
Big ass red and black ants going to come. Hey, what's going on over here? The party over here. You know? Damn. You know, all of them just going to boogie on in, you know? Yep. I mean, damn, man. And you going to, boy, that's terrible, man. I mean, I can't even, like, the thought of it. The thought of it is like, really, it's like, oh, man, making me like itch. Like, oh, man, what the hell, man?
Right.
Damn.
Okay.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Like I said, but that short experience I had and thinking about this brother going through that and dying from it, it's like, come on, those people should be locked up.
That's right.
Those people living in prison, they should be locked up.
And also, I had a quick thought. So I want to know if there's any foul play with this, meaning that when you know anything about these psychiatric wards in these hospitals, whenever they have a inmate or a patient that's bothersome, they'll give them that strong sedative medication just to not be bothered with them.
Yeah,
it makes you weak. It makes you lethargic. It makes you not be coherent, and it puts you in a deep REM sleep to where you can't even move. Like that Michael Jackson type of medicine he died off of. It could have been so strong where it's like this steak down. I'm tired of hearing him complain, and somebody's like, "Yo, just sign off. Give him 2 pills of this." And he gives the brother the pill. He just sleeps. He's getting ate alive, and his heart stops while he's sleeping. Now he got buzz crawling his goddamn nose. Maybe the facility killed him, and as a result of that, he was dying, and the bugs just had their grub on.
That's right.
You're right.
Because if you want to be not bothered with somebody, the cruelty and the demon in you is like, just give him this medicine. He's a human. There's proper dosages you give people. The way his eyes was open, it looked like he died from a goddamn overdose. Like whatever sedative drug they gave this brother caused him to not even want to scratch an itch. He just weak it just out of his mind.
Yeah, God.
You understand? So they need to be. I want to see the autopsy of how he died. That's going to put the goddamn tail on a donkey. That's what it is, man. I yield, man.
Hey, Salakia, Kowal, that was real deep because, like I said, the medicine they give you, it messes you up, sedates you so much that you can't even wipe the bugs off you.
You can't. You can't even.
I mean, they will fall in your mouth.
They will. They will. Because you're pretty much out of it at this point.
Yeah.
He's already mentally ill, so they know exactly what drug to give him to not be bothered while they on shift. Like, hey, it's stink down there. I don't want to see that brother. So what? Hey, y'all give him a dosage. By the time I come on shift, I just want to sign off that he was okay. And they don't even go check on him. They just give him the medication. Now he's dead for 2. The brother's probably dead for 2 days.
That's right.
And just heavily sedated. There's no way possible that you're alive and feeling that you're doing this right here, man. Come on, you screaming. He was sedated. That brother was on medication. They killed him. They killed him.
Gone. Dang. That's terrible.
They're murderers.
Good night. Now that's real heavy, man. This is home for me, man. Because anybody that know Officer One Kowal will tell you. You know what I'm saying? All my brothers in Durham will tell you. My NC brothers will tell you. Officer Mike Qua, who's now up in New York, will tell you. Officer One, I do not mess with bugs.
Right.
God.
Officer One, just you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
We don't mesh.
Right.
And so I done heard so many stories. So the stories y'all telling me is like I never went through it. Now I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all that in my house when I was coming up, we didn't have a roach or 2 here and there. I mean, like, it happened. You have a roach here or 2, but I never had no infestation. But I did show like Kowal said, you know, you go to that cousin's house, or so you go to your grandmother's house today, or you with somebody and you say, "Oh, yo, come to so-and-so house." You go to their crib, you sit down, you pick up the cup, and you go, come.
That's the Lord. That says it. I think it's in Exodus, Deuteronomy, talking about the pestilence. We're gonna follow you. You know, we are for real. I mean, every nigga, you might get a water bug, or you know, a nigga don't want to say he got roaches. It was a water bug. He tried to disguise it. That was a beetle. That was a beetle. That was a water bug. Nigga was a roach. Yeah, you know, it's crazy because having a roach or 2 is different from having roaches. You got roaches. They in the PS5.
Right.
They in the PlayStation. Like, they in the cereal before you get to it.
God, they cut the TV off.
Yeah. Roaches is different. Roaches and having roaches is different, man.
God. And Salakia, and see that's what the thing with the episode with the bed bugs got me, because like I said, it was we had a clean house.
Right.
We had a clean house, no roaches, and we ain't had no roaches,
Right.
So when the bed bugs, I just knew it wasn't bed bugs. I knew it wasn't any bugs in it. I figured maybe a mosquito come in, or maybe mosquito had a vacation on my arm or something, But I felt I was like, what the hell is doing it? Because I felt I was breaking out with something,
Right. Yep.
But once I found out it was bed bugs, I was like, what the hell, And then once we threw the sofa away, it was done. There's no more bed bugs,
Yep.
But like I said, they were brought over to the house. You know what I'm saying? They had a suitcase. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
They were on vacation and shit. What my son?
Yeah.
So that's
You gotta bring bed bugs and roaches to your house now.
Right.
Getting the roaches be in their jacket pockets, in their hair. Bed bugs. You better start spraying that house.
Yeah.
Officer Baai said it seemed like everybody had roaches back in the day. But not anymore. I can't say that about I've been in some houses not too long ago.
Now some roaches out here still.
Yeah, there's some roaches out here still. It's like it.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though, because even like say like, and I'm gonna move on after this, but I remember like again my apartment growing up. I still go there all the time. My grandmother, my dad, my little brother still lived there. But growing up, we had roaches. Like like again, every now and then you go in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You making something and one of the little baby monkeys just crawl and he's like, is what it is. But I never had it to where I've heard stories about people. My man told me a story one time where he was sleeping at his cousin's house he was on the top bunk, went to sleep, he woke up and it was like a goddamn congregation of them joints on the ceiling right above his head.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like that. But now in my apartment, like it's rare if you ever see even one little roach. I guess they figured out some kind of science, some bomb to kill these cats. You feel me? You know what I mean? So that's what it's been out. There's some people that still, them roaches are still out here. Yeah. Brother said roaches destroy all your electrical appliances. They gonna eat the damn wires to death.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
All of the VCR, DVD player, PS5. Everything, the AC unit, everything, man.
That really is the pestilence. That's why you got to imagine Egypt. We just celebrated Passover. Egypt was going through it.
They working
in the goddamn house.
Yeah,
because of them bugs, man.
The size of the bugs was crazy too. They had to be big ass bugs. Lord ain't gonna just send you a little thing.
Well, you saying that reminds me. I'll never forget. Again, coming up, I remember going to the Museum of Natural History, world famous Museum of Natural History in New York. I think it's on 81st Street, and we used to go there all the time. So I remember going there one time, and they had like a little like exhibit of like the original mosquito.
Yeah,
brother, the joint was the size of my son.
Wow,
it was insane. A mosquito in a glass box, and it was like this big. And they said that's what mosquito used to be like.
Good night.
I
had nightmares when I was a kid. Man.
Right. Good night.
The Lord is terrible, ain't he?
Yeah, God.
Good
Lord. Terrible. Officer Rock said they would be on the wall moving like live wallpaper.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they will be.
It's definitely not pretty. The ghetto is not a pretty place. The prison is not a pretty place. There's a scripture that says that they're all hidden in prison houses, man. Like this is what our people go through. I'm waiting for the story of the oppressor that dies with bugs crawling across his goddamn eyeball.
Yeah, where's that at?
That's what
Don't hold your breath.
It's gone. Good night. You'll never hear that. You'll never hear the weird ways we die. You know what I'm saying? If I could, I said lock it before we go to the next one. The weird, like just horrible, torturous death that we die. Only we die like that. Cap, isn't there a story that we've been covering basically down there for 2 years about a brother that was found dead in a septic tank in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yep.
Why don't white people die in septic tanks like that?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, it is terrible, man. And they force if the white boy stinking into jail. They know that his life is precious, so they'll grab him out and force him to take a shower.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
A nigga, like, nah, leave him alone. Just give him some more medication. Let him go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now you done killed the brother. You done daggone overdosed him. He can't even tell if bugs crawling on him or not.
That's right. Heavy point, man. Moving along, man. We've been you know what I'm saying, going in on these topics. Shout out to my brothers, man. Everybody in this podcast 31. If you want to contact us, you want to get with us about anything, man. You want to send in your topics, you can send in your topics to chainbreakerspodcast@gmail.com. You can also contact any of us on Facebook. Myself, Captain 10,000 Garwap, Officer 1,000 Kowal, Officer 500 Yarmont. We're on Facebook. You can contact us there as well. Right now, we're broadcasting from about 8 different channels. We got 4 Facebooks: I.S.U.P.K Durham Facebook, Goldsboro Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We're also broadcasting from the Chainbreakers YouTube, as well as the Durham Twitter, Durham YouTube as well, and the Goldsboro YouTube. Also, we do have an Instagram account. Make sure y'all go follow the Chainbreakers Podcast on Instagram. Go follow us. Just go type in Chainbreakers. You should see it. I'm going to show y'all real quick just so y'all can see what it looks like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To go follow. Make sure y'all like everything we putting up. Oh, also, we broadcasting. I don't think we're broadcasting from it today because my, you know what I'm saying, my man who deals with the, what's it called again? The clubhouse, Officer 500 Yarmont. You know what I'm saying? He had some issues with the slave. He couldn't get off the slave in time, so he wasn't able to run it today. But that's no sweat. But check it out. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Chainbreakers_TV. Chainbreakers_TV. I see y'all on there, man. 600. Okay. I mean, yeah, 60 followers. But now we need some more, man. But there it is, man. Chainbreakers_TV. See that? That's the logo right there. Chainbreakers_TV. Follow us on Instagram. All right. So again, appreciate everybody for tuning in with us, rocking out with us, man. We got a little bit, like 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes left, man, before we go ahead and end it for today. I want to talk about one last thing, another tragic thing. But Captain Garwap hit me up talking about this story. I had seen it before. This is from a couple of weeks ago, but we want to make sure that we keep stories like this alive, because if this was, you know, the story we're about to read, if this was little white children, oh man, it would be on the news every single day.
That's it.
Every single day it would be on the news until, you know what I'm saying, there's something that's out. So this is a story out of Texas. Okay. It says, not an everyday occurrence. Autopsies of 3 sisters thought to have drowned in Texas pond shows they were strangled. Faces covered before being dumped 200 yards from home. All right. Let me see if I can get this. Cap, you guys sent me a TikTok. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen. Make sure everybody's liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We greatly appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to send this to myself and see if we can't just get a little video up here. See this sister kind of talk about it. Bear with me just a moment. Okay, I got it right here. Let's see what we got. Hold up. And then I'll read some of the article if need be. Let's see. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, this looks about right. A second. Yep. Got it. All right. Let me just pause this. Okay, and I'm going to put this on the screen for everybody to see. Okay, this is from Revolt Black News on TikTok. All right. Oh, Salaki, I might have forgot to make sure I share the audio so y'all can hear it as well. All right, Salaki. Here we go. I got it now. Just share audio. Boom, boom. Here we go.
little black girls in Texas have been murdered, and apparently no one seems to care. Last July, sisters 9-year-old Zaariel Robinson Oliver, 8-year-old Amaya Hughes, and 5-year-old Tamari Robinson Oliver went missing from their home in East Texas. Hours later, officials found their bodies in a nearby pond. The cause of death believed to be drowning, a terrible accident. Well, last week, 8 months after district court had been strangled and had lacerations on their faces. Why did it take officials 8 months to realize they'd been murdered? Or was it just 8 months to tell us? And strangulation leaves obvious signs on the body. So we have to assume that this was intentionally kept from the public, but why? Going public generates leads. People often come forward with information after hearing about a case in the media. And what about public safety? Someone murdered 3 person is there. They think we should know about that. But what's most upsetting about these developments as a mother is that even after it was revealed that the girls were murdered, there has barely been any media attention. Can anyone imagine a world where just one missing and murdered white child would go unnoticed? Well, in this case, we're talking about 3 children, 3 sisters, 3 black babies. No one seems to care. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Good night.
Good Lord.
John, no, you can't leave me with this story. Please, yes, sir.
Yeah, Salakia. That gives me chills every time I watch that. Because you're talking about these 3 young sisters, little girls, were murdered.
Yeah.
And nobody, I mean, like the lady said on the show, nobody cares.
Yep.
It's not why. I mean, come on, and you know they would be going crazy if they were happening to one white girl. You talking about 3 little sisters? They were strangled to, I mean, come on, that's terrible. They were strangled and nobody even not talking about it.
Right.
Why is this on the CBS News? Why am I not seeing updates? I should be seeing updates every day.
Right.
More, I mean, until they still haven't caught the killers?
Nope.
God damn. I mean, come on. Our lives don't mean nothing. Our lives don't mean nothing. I mean, these are 3 innocent, black girls, man. Sisters. Now, what do you think their parents are going through? Nobody's talking about it. I mean, what? I mean, come on, man. This is why we have to keep this story alive. We got to keep the story alive. I mean, come on. Where are the updates? Where are even talking about it on the regular news? Why isn't the world news reporting this? I mean, this should be on CBS with Nora O'Donnell every evening.
That's right.
It should be there. It should be there. Like, still no word on it. I mean, come on, give me something.
Right.
Give me something. Like, you even give a damn. I mean, goddamn. Like the lady said, if one white girl go missing like that, and then she turned up dead and she was strangled, they'll be going crazy. They'll be going crazy with searches trying to find the killer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Our lives don't mean a penny.
Right.
It doesn't. I mean, it's not worth nothing. It's terrible, man. It's terrible that you do that. These sisters. I mean, come on, man. Parents must be just going through hell.
Right.
Parents are going through hell, man. Come on, they had 3 daughters, went out riding their bikes, and now they dead. And now you're going to lie and say, oh, they drowned. Oh, but you knew from the start. Those people got to be held accountable.
That's right.
Those examiners, they got to be held accountable. And then the sheriff's department, they should be held accountable. Because they're the ones that help, they're supposed to be doing the investigations. They're the ones that should be held accountable. They knew from the fact when they found them that they were strangled.
Right.
But you're going to hide it and say, oh, they drowned. I mean, that's a blatant damn lie. I mean, goddamn, they should be held accountable. Charges should be charged.
Come on.
Man. I yield, brother.
Salakia. Officer Baad said, Khan, they still talking about that damn John Benet Ramsey to this day. That is a
Khan.
They talking about John Benet Ramsey. She died in what? 1990,
90 something. Yeah, it's early 90s.
94. That is, she's been dead for no. Again, of course, you know what I'm saying. We sympathize. We understand losing the life of a child, man. That's never something to be, you know. We don't laugh at or get happy when a child is murdered. But nonetheless, they've been talking about this child's death for 30 years.
Yes.
And that's one little white girl who just happened to be a little weirdo. I'm not saying she's a weirdo, but her parents put her in those weirdo pageants, which are weird to me anyway, because a beauty pageant for a 4-year-old makes no sense.
Right.
But nonetheless, we have 3 innocent little black girls. Let me get them up on the screen again. We have 3 innocent little black girls in Texas riding their bikes. You understand? Who end up dead. Let me say their names. Their sisters. Their names are Za'Ariel Robinson Oliver, who was 9, Amaya Hughes, who was 8, and Tamari Robinson Oliver, who was 5 years old. They went missing on July 29th of 2022. Again, they said that these little girls had drowned because their bodies were found in some body of water in a local pond. But after the medical examiner got to their bodies, you know, and the crazy part is that they would even say that in the first place when they had lacerations and cuts on their faces.
Yeah.
Like it's almost going back similar to what the situation with the brother we just read about. It's as if somebody just wanted to just get it over with. Like, oh, they were found in the pond, so just say they drowned.
Yeah, God.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is something else. This is crazy cool. I mean,
man, this is just heartbreaking, man. Like, I mean, look at those faces, like innocent children. You know, they spent more time looking for Jimmy Hoffa for 40 goddamn years.
Right about that.
They spent millions of dollars in time, and every time I remember a kid, Jimmy Hoffa. Who the hell is Jimmy Hoffa? They did so much of that. John Benet Ramsey. These are so-called oppressors. White society cares about their own. What about us? Where's Tyler Perry? Where's Michael Jordan? Where's all of our famous?
Right.
Why aren't they just? They don't have to say a goddamn word. Just post a picture of the 3 girls and let you go research it yourself. But do something. It's always Commander YAHANNA to the rescue. Always. And he's the most demonized. We're in a hate group. All this crap, but he's the only one who gives a damn about our people.
That's right.
I haven't seen not one person of any kind of status who has a microphone in their face 24/8 post about these girls. You know, it's insane. Spent more time looking for fat ass Jimmy Hoffa than you did these damn girls, man. It's insane, man. This place we live in. That's why I love Russia and China getting real cozy. I can't wait till Kim Jong-un start getting in there with them. Just burn this place goddamn down, man.
That's right.
I'm sick of it. We have to see this in order to know who the beast is, man. It's painful for us because we're in the truth. We're wise. We're knowledgeable. We're full of anger because of oppression. Our people still not angry enough. Like, what more has to happen to us for you to get out of that goddamn Christian church, man? It's ridiculous, man. These 3 girls that have a chance for nothing. You know what else is sick in our yield? If this story was read, and you know, like that movie with Samuel Jackson, we blew them goddamn legs off in the courthouse for his daughter to get raped, A Time to Kill. That white man had to tell everybody to close their eyes, and he told the story of what happened to that black girl. Then he said, "Imagine if they were white." That's the constant state we live in, a reality where the oppressor don't care unless it's his. And we have to care more for our own because they don't give a damn about us. They don't care. Until it's in their backyard, they don't give a damn.
Right.
You understand? And it's ridiculous. You nasty Christian pastors who had Easter services and all this nonsense, you better snap the hell out of it, man. Because this type of stuff is going on in your damn nose, and you're not saying nothing about it. And I yield, man. It pissed me off.
That's right. And Salakia, where's Gayle King and Oprah?
Yeah.
That's right.
People like that. Where are they?
Well, yeah, they love the black girls, right? They love them. Where they at?
Yeah, where they at? If it was 3 African black girls getting kidnapped from ISIL, they'd cover it.
Right.
3 bone-eating African girls, but nigga girls, don't worry about it.
Yeah. And if I could, man, this is all I got to say on it, really, man. Because we're going to continue to cover this, man. Because Captain Ugawa hit me with it, you know what I'm saying, and all his wisdom and the water, sir, for you bringing this. I had seen this story before. The water for you saying that we should continue to cover it, because the pervasive imagery here what no one talks about when it comes to these things that we talk about in I.S.U.P.K, man, we understand that what you are seeing in front of your face in 2023, you are seeing the remnants of slavery right in front of you. The remnants of Willie Lynch right in front of you. The remnants of the eugenics program right in front of you. You understand? Where they believe, their pseudoscientists believe that black girls didn't feel pain the way that white women did. This is what they taught in their schools, in their colleges. This is what they taught to would-be young college kids coming in wanting to learn science and learn anatomy. That there was a fundamental difference between black girls and white women, and that our sisters couldn't feel pain. And so they would use instruments to open up China's young black women as young as these girls, man, in the name of their pseudoscience. And so now you're seeing, you want to know why, as my brother said, why this isn't being covered, why this isn't national news? Because a little black girl getting strangled to death, it's like an animal getting strangled to death. It's like, it's just, it's just something that happens in nature. It's not human. You know what I mean? It's not a person. They look at these little black girls and they see, again, they see animals.
That's
or they look. It's the same thing when it comes to the things that go on when it comes to rape. If the story had come out, it might still come out. If the story comes out that not only were these 3 black girls strangled to death, but all 3 of them were raped, it won't matter to America's society because to them, 3 little black girls were going to be whores anyway.
Right.
They were all going to get pregnant by the time they were 12 and 13 anyway. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that's that mentality that they have. They don't look at our little black girls as little girls,
right?
Sons as little boys, man. They don't even perceive them the same way. So we're going to continue to cover this, man, and show y'all this, man, because we got love for our babies, man.
That's right.
This is a tragedy, you know what I'm saying, of tremendous proportions that cannot be ignored.
Right. Yeah, come
for their names to be put out there for people. It should be a wild. Every black person should be, when they get off of their slave, they should be going down to Texas if they can with a flashlight, trying to find more information, more evidence to find the people who did this.
Right.
That's right.
It should be a worldwide witch hunt for whoever committed this.
Right.
Whether it's black, white, brown, whatever, don't matter, man. Caring about our babies is something that we have to do. And guess what? As Officer Kowal said it, as Cap said it, no one is going to do it if Commanding General YAHANNA say it.
That's right.
No one can say anything.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Damn right. So again, man, this is tragic, man. But it's no, I still am proud to see the brothers and sisters coming in and learning to get out of this Christian church, man. The Christian church is to blame for things like this. It will never end. These things will never stop unless we get out of that Christian church and unless we come into the I.S.U.P.K. so like you're under Commander General YAHANNA and learn how to actually love our brothers and sisters, man.
That's right.
Never stop. You know what I'm saying? So Most High in Christ, man, if I could, despite the tragic stories, man, as we always cover, but still, excellent show for today. I appreciate my brothers, man. Again, my brothers in arms, my co-constituents on this show, Captain of 10,000 Yagarwap.
That's right.
Officer of 1,000 Kowal. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Officer 500 Yarmag, again, couldn't be here today, man. He had an issue getting off the slave. I'm Officer of 1,000 One. We're going to keep doing this, man, rocking out every week. Every day, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central Time. Same time, same place every week. Again, if you want to contact us, you can contact us at chainbreakerspodcast@gmail.com. You can also contact us on our Instagram, chainbreakers_TV on Instagram. We're also on YouTube, the Chainbreakers on YouTube as well. So again, just keep supporting us, man. We're going to keep trying to grow the channel, get better and better. Any suggestions you have, any questions you have, what have you, please just submit them. We'll get to them. Again, we're going to try to start opening up the phone lines to have brothers and sisters be able to, the comments are to wild. We want to be able to hear y'all voices as well. So we're working on that. But other than that, that's all we have for today. Let me get my brothers up here. That's all we have for today. But before we go, I was going to give my brothers the opportunity if there's anything you want to say before we close out. So, Cap, you got something before we end this, sir?
Yeah, but just, Make sure you pay your tithes and everything. Tithes are important because this is how you start a nation. This is how you make a nation strong, is us being self-sufficient.
That's right.
Us being self-sufficient, and this is why, and all through the Bible, this is what Israel did. They paid the tithe, the 10% to the priests.
That's right.
Because the priests are taking care of the nation. You know what I'm saying? And watching Commander General YAHANNA these past weeks as we prepared for the Passover, that's what a leader does. That's right. That's what a leader does. And your tithes don't go to us driving Rolls Royces. Doesn't go to us, living lavishly. Your tithes go to building a nation. That's us right. Being self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Something to stand on, because we got to show ourselves worthy to be delivered.
That's right.
We're going to stand up. We're going to fight to stand up. We're going to fight for each other. And you need money and stuff to fight for each other. We can't just look like, say, oh, you got to have some faith. You know what I'm saying? There's sisters and brothers out here starving, don't have nothing to eat. What Commander Junior, how to feed those people? He feeds those brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? He go and pays their rent, help people out with things. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's where your money goes. That's what's important. You Black, Hispanic, and Indian to tithes. Pay your 10%. You know what I'm saying? Do your part, because that part, if you don't do nothing, that part or any part, anything you doing, for this truth, hey, the angels see that. Right. And you're getting a good report on that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we think up in here. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're not like the Christian church. We know that in the Bible where it says the angels come down and back and forth to report. So we know that thing is happening in the fourth dimension. That's I'm saying? We fear God up in here. We fear the Most High is watching us. You know what I'm saying? So he chose us to do this job. This is what we're going to do. And this is why your job is to tithe. You know what I'm saying? This is why we bring it up. You know what I'm saying? It's not we just asking for them damn money. You know what I'm saying? We have money. You know what I'm saying? We have money and we pay our bills. Right. We have jobs and everything. You know what I'm saying? But damn, do something for your nation. Right. Then do something for your nation, because it costs more than what the money that we have. It costs more. It's cost for a nation to do your part. You know what I'm saying? So if you want Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to rise up, do your part. Pay your tithes.
Right.
And stay tuned to classes. Stay tuned to these classes. When you see on I.S.U.P.K.com, stay tuned to them. Because you're seeing prophecies being fulfilled all the time.
Damn right.
As long as you stay tuned and be righteous unto the Most High.
That's right.
He asks. That's all he asks. Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. With that, I yield, brother.
Damn right. Cool. It's on you, brother.
Hey, I can't, say any better what Cap just said, man. Pay your time, support this truth. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. I look forward to see y'all next week for Christ will return. I'm out of here.
Damn right. That's all it is, man. I couldn't say it better than my brothers, man. Pay your tithes, man. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share to the Chain Breakers podcast. All the podcasts in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Boot Up or Shut Up. One West Radio, Cross the Line Radio, Ask Ye the Prophets, man. Rude and Speech. All of that. Share it, like it at I.S.U.P.K.com. Go there, man. Pay your tithes. Do everything that you got to do with that. I'm Officer of 1,000 Dabawan, man. I got my brother, Officer of 1,000 Kawal, and Captain of 10,000 Year Garwat, man. Next week, we'll see y'all again with my brother, Officer of 500 Yard Mark. We are the Chain Breakers. This is the Chain Breakers podcast. We'll see y'all next week. To the brothers, we say shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Thumb. And to the sisters, Yahweh Shamar, Allah Thun Ba Shem Yahweh Shah, man. We'll see y'all next week.